before we get started on today's episode, I wanted to let you guys know about a new giveaway we're doing this month. We are going to be giving away 6 of these Manfrotto Be-Free Advanced tripods. Each of these things is worth 174 quid. On the back of the success we had last month with our Clifton Spring photo competition, we decided that this month we wanted to give away something really spectacular. So in partnership with Manfrotto, we're going to be giving away 6 of these bad boys. We all know that 5-axis in-body image stabilization is good, but it can't do everything. If you're out shooting landscapes or you're in the studio, you're going to want a tripod, and these things are absolutely phenomenal. They retail at 174 quid. You really can't go wrong. So for details on how to enter this competition, be sure to check the link below. We also have our Clifton Water photo competition going on this month in conjunction with this. They're different, and you can enter to win both of them. So let's get on with the show. Welcome back to another Clifton Cameras weekend review. We got Andy back this week.
Yeah,
he was absent last week.
Much missed.
Yeah, I don't know, what were you doing last week? Just busy.
A lot.
A lot. Yeah.
You weren't here.
I wasn't. Yeah.
He's dealing with all the things that we should have been. Right. So to get this week started, I just want to talk about a couple of upcoming events. We have got a Zeiss nature watching experience with Simon King coming up. That is going to be on Thursday, the 17th of May at Avalon Marshes at Somerset Levels. If you're familiar with Planet Earth, Blue Planet, Natural World, Life, Big Cat Diary, the list goes on and on. You'll probably be familiar with Simon's work as a photographer, as a cinematographer, and as just a sort of a naturalist. Yep. He's done loads over the last couple of decades. He's won BAFTAs, Emmys. The guy's phenomenal. Simon, you're amazing.
One even bigger thing.
Oh.
Well, we're going to be there.
Oh, we're going to be there too? We'll be there too!
Yeah.
That's way more important than Simon King.
Yeah, you get to hang out with us for a day. But yeah, so we're going exploring with Simon King. We're going to go and explore the Somerset Levels. Mm-hmm. Which
Avalon Marshes.
Yeah, the Avalon Marshes, which are on
the Somerset Levels.
The Somerset Levels, not
in. About that.
Yes, there was debate about that earlier, wasn't there? In or on?
Yeah. Anyways, he's a decorated naturalist, not a nudist, a naturalist. Where are we going with this episode?
Let's just
getting weird
going.
quick.
Let's just keep going.
So yeah, that's Thursday, 17th of May. Check out our events page for more information and booking info. Second event we've got coming up on April 27th. That's actually this month, so you don't have long to book on this one. But we've got the Canon Roadshow with Simeon Quarry. Now, I'm not sure what we've done in previous years, but this year I feel like we're pretty lucky to have Simeon coming down. Yes. We did some work with him last summer, and he is awesome. He's very well versed in Canon products, but also professional video and getting that professional video out of Canon DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. So he'll be running 2 workshops in the morning, one geared towards DSLR users, one geared towards mirrorless users, all of the Canon persuasion, though. You know, there's no reason that, you know, if you're a Sony or a Nikon fan or something like that, you couldn't learn something from him.
If you're into videography,
it's worth checking out regardless.
Definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, he's very good at what he does. And then there's a hands-on workshop in the afternoon. Now we've set those things up as 3 separate events, and you can book onto each one of them individually or all 3 if you want to. Just go ahead and check out that link also on our events page for booking info and tickets. Yep. Do you need tickets, or is it free?
It's completely free. Yeah, you just got to book it through our events page and Eventbrite.
Excellent. Okay. Moving on. New gear.
New gear. So first up, Leica announced earlier this week a brand new 16 to 35mm SL lens.
Ooh,
so to go with there.
New lens.
Now, just like Leica, I'm going to start off the price tag and just get that straight out of the way. So this lens is £4,700.
Oh.
I would say that's about mid-range for Leica. But I would say that this lens is a little bit different. It's definitely suited towards the landscape and the architecture style photographer. It could quite easily be used for street and portraiture, depending on what kind of style you have. It has its renowned Aquadura coatings on all of its lenses.
Nice.
This one's actually weather sealed as well.
Oh.
To the best of my knowledge, I don't believe many Leica lenses are weather sealed. I could be wrong on that one.
I wonder if the camera's weather sealed. We should probably know this.
We should probably know this. Yes. It also has an autofocus feature. It has 18 elements to 12 groups, so quite nice grouping there. And it weighs 990 grams, which for a Leica lens is about normal, to be honest with you. They're usually quite heavy lenses.
That's probably the kind of heft that you're looking for in a,
I would definitely say
smaller
so.
Leica lens.
So you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get handmade German, amazing craftsmanship, which I'm guaranteed this is going to be a fantastic little lens. So if you own a SL or one of their APS-C lens cameras, make sure to check out this lens.
Yeah. $5 grand.
$5 grand. That is yours.
Snip.
Check it out.
But yeah, it's yeah.
That's that.
That's that.
Right.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Edit. Yeah, the other thing we've got is we're now stocking the three-legged thing Punk range, which is 4 tripods. Corey, Travis, Billy and Brian. We have 2 of them here. There's, in fact, which one's that over there, Ant?
This one is the Brian.
That one's Brian over there. Fantastic range of tripods from Three-Legged Thing. They're all named after rock stars.
Pretty cool.
So I think Corey is Corey Taylor from Slipknot. Billy is Billy Idol.
Brian May.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Travis Barker, is
Travis
it? From
Barker.
Blink-182, I think it is. This is actually a bit more of a push for next week because we've actually got an exciting video coming out. Something different.
Very different.
So yeah, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that video. That's going to be coming out next week. Three-legged thing.
Should be a laugh. Hopefully.
That's the intention.
That's the intention. Yeah. You're right.
Right, so that was the gear for the week. News for the week, we're going to talk about this new Blackmagic Pocket 4K camera. We're bringing back the G-Spot.
Oh yes.
And Andy and I are going to have a little chat about this Style Me Pretty website that's going dark at the end of the month that I think a lot of wedding photographers, maybe that might interest them. Yeah, so let's go straight in there. Blackmagic. We all know they make great video cameras.
Yep.
They've come out with this new camera now called the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. What is it? Why is it important? Is it any good?
Well, anyone who's into videography will know 2 companies, Red, we know a lot about, and Blackmagic. They're renowned for making very high quality videography gear. This is a compact camera that shoots 4K RAW. It's a Micro Four Thirds, 10-bit ProRes. I really like this. 4K at 60 frames per second, which is always...
That's nice.
1080, 120 frames per second.
Yeah.
You can actually... You're going to get huge RAW files with this, but because of the USB-C connection that you've got on it, you can actually connect this up to an external hard drive.
Nice.
And record it directly to it.
It's not very expensive, is it?
Well, not only is it $1,300, but with it as well, Gareth just told me this as well, you get the DaVinci Resolve Studio.
You get DaVinci with it.
That as well.
What is that?
Right.
That's
a very
software.
high-end, expensive editing suite.
Totally clueless in terms of this. Well, that sounds nice.
Awesome.
That sounds like a pretty sweet little add-on. Yeah, so something that's been highlighted with this camera, which also I don't understand, is, and I know this applies to photography as well as videography, the bit rate.
Yes.
So you can record
12-bit RAW.
12-bit
on
RAW.
this one. Yeah.
I don't understand what like a bit is. Do you understand what a bit is?
I could explain it to you, expertly so, but I think we know somebody else who's probably going to do a better job.
I think we've got Gareth back this week. We thought this would be an opportune time to bring back the G-Spot.
Found it! Thanks Matt, hey, I'm G and this is my spot and it's great to be back. So today we're going to talk about what is a bit, and this is all to do with colour. So other terminologies are colour depth or bit depth, and it depends on how much information that you want the camera to record in its colour channels. So for example, the Sony we are using today to record this on, and what the guys used to record the main video, is this shoots in 8-bit, and the codec uses H.264, which is kind of what most cameras use, and that means it's got a ratio of 4:2, which what that means is there's 4 bits of information going to red, 2 to green, 2 to blue. So now moving on to the Blackmagic camera that the guys have been chatting about. This is basically can shoot a next level. This can shoot 4K RAW at 12-bit. So that has got a ratio 4:4:4 in a codec that is the next level. This is what you would see in Canon cinema cameras, which is serious amount of money. So for I think it's a $1,300 camera that can do this, it is absolutely phenomenal. What you've also got to think about as well, there is options for people out there using the likes of the camera we use, the Sony that I mentioned earlier, but also other cameras where you can add what we call external monitors or recorders. Let's say Atomos, for example. This will enable you to shoot a higher codec, like ProRes, at a higher bit rate, to get that higher quality from a camera you already have. You don't have to go down the lines of getting even more expensive equipment. You can do it quite easily. Just before I go, one last thing. If you think about kind of stills photography with regards to that one, likes of the Canon 5D Mark IV, 14-bit RAW. So if you work that out, it's got the 14 bits spread across the channel, so it gives really good depth. With the D850, its competitor, you can record in 14 or 12-bit at depth, depending on the amount of data you want to record. So what is a bit? It's color depth. It's all about what the outputted quality is and how beautiful something looks. So I hope that explained it to you guys. I'm going to pass you back to other chaps in the main studio. Bye.
Thank you for that explanation, Gareth. I feel like I have a better understanding of, well, I suppose bitrate now. You know, yeah. I need stuff visually represented as well. So
yeah.
Right, moving on. Style me pretty.
Style me pretty. Style me pretty.
What is it? Well, like, so I know I've heard of this website before. Why? What's happening?
So essentially, for those who don't know what Style Me Pretty is, it's an American founded company, which the best way to describe it is a hub for wedding photographers and for getting wedding ideas. That's probably the best way.
Wedding ideas.
Inspo.
Yeah,
Right.
Inspiration. So it's almost
Wedding inspo.
So essentially that's what it was. You could go on there and find photographers close to you and see what kind of packages they offer and so on and so forth. The partner company announced on the 10th of April that the services will be ending as of the 30th, so that's not just the US side, that's across the whole board. There's been no official released statement apart from a nice kind of, I want to say quote, but it's not the right way of putting it. But they stated, even the most perfect wedding must eventually come to a close. Which I think kind of suits quite nicely, but especially when you don't give an actual reason to why you're closing your services. But they've been running for 12 years, so it has been a bit of a shock for quite a few people looking through the comments section. A lot of people immediately are giving sympathy straight away rather than anger, which is quite nice to see for a change. But yeah, it is a little bit of a shock announcement because it has been quite a stable company.
How long has it been going?
12 years.
12 years. Wow.
It's weird, isn't it? Because it's like you said, like a blog type thing. And I think what did you say the lady's name that started it?
It's gone off my head. No, gone.
Something?
Yeah.
Anyway, this woman, she sounds like a nice person.
She does sound like a nice person.
She started the website in, I think, 2007. And then she sold it in maybe 2012 to Oath, which is a subsidiary of Verizon. And the numbers, the traffic they're getting like 18 million views to the website every month. Yeah. And I think they've got 1 million followers on Instagram. So it's like a bit of a mystery as to why you would do that. More or less probably a huge opportunity for other sort of wedding blogs.
Yeah, right.
The real reason we brought this up is because we thought it might be
possibly
we've just been talking about this wedding
yeah.
website. We're not really in the wedding business.
No.
But we do know a lot of wedding photographers, and so I think a lot of wedding photographers would use this website as sort of, inspiration to inform their work and see, maybe what they could be doing differently, what's changed this year, what's contemporary.
Yep.
So we wanted to offer a couple of alternatives. If you went to, what was it called? Style Me Pretty. If you, I feel weird saying that. You could go to for UK wedding photographers. There's a great website called Rock My Wedding, which I think it's kind of like another wedding blog. And then there's another one called Hitched, also, which both kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, I used Hitch quite a lot because I recently got engaged, so that's what we've been using quite a lot. So, thank you. But yeah, Hitch, if you've never heard of Hitch before and you are a wedding photographer, it is genuinely quite a really good platform. So that's probably one that I would recommend.
Check it out.
Hey, you guys. For anybody out there who is wondering how things are going with our Three Peaks Challenge, they're going well. One thing you can do... Sorry. Just in front. A weird colleague who works outside here. Christopher.
Okay.
What do you guys call him? Crispy?
Crispy chicken.
Crispy chicken. Lovely chap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, back to this. So I've moved this. It's in my hand.
Yeah. What's that?
What is that? This is our little pot for donating to the Grand Appeal. Something I just wanted to mention. If you guys are anywhere near our store on Dursley High Street, stop in, drop us a donation, and leave your name in the. I assume there's like a bucket kind of thing down there.
Yeah.
And you can win one of our grommets. And we're drawing. I think we're drawing 2 winners every month.
Yes.
For people
I believe so.
who donate and leave their name behind.
Yes,
So
that's right.
check that out. Also, thank you for the people who participated in last month's photography competition. We are now doing an April competition, and this month's hashtag is Clifton Water Photo Comp. So this month's theme is water. We're doing the same prizes. We're giving out prints and gift vouchers to the winners, and we'll share your work with our followers. So check that out. Do you want to tell us a bit about that funky lens situation that happened in Mexico?
Yeah, I can do. I got a vague idea, so correct me if I'm wrong. We literally only just read this just before we came to shoot in, so we don't really have any notes on it. But there was a gentleman who purchased a Canon 50mm 0.95 lens.
Impressive lens.
Very old lens.
Really crazy.
But he converted it to work on his Leica camera.
Yeah.
That's right.
He bought it for about $25,000.
Yeah, this is a fun game. Let's see.
Memory test. And then he spent another $800 on getting it, I want to say, remapped or serviced.
Yeah, I can't remember what the exact word was.
Was it coded? I think is
Coded,
the word he
coded.
used, so that it worked natively with his Leica.
Yeah, and then there are these two brothers from Mexico.
Let's not get too into the details here.
No.
But yeah, they got nicked.
It got nicked, and then it sold on eBay for around about $63,000.
$65,100.
Now that was the last bid. So
It could
there
be
was
more.
yeah. Well, I think some of the people were saying on the articles about it afterwards, and this would make sense that they bid it up to such an excessive level. Like I think the photographer said, like, I wouldn't be surprised if this sold for like 3,000, pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
65,000 pounds is crazy. Even as unique and as cool as this lens is, that's an extortionate amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his theory was that maybe some photographers just bid it up to such an insane level that it was,
No
and then they
one
were
would
just going
buy
to
it.
bail on the purchase,
Right.
Yeah.
so they could leave like a negative review or something.
This guy hadn't had it insured as well, is that right?
No.
Didn't have. Oh,
Bad plan.
mate.
Always get insurance, people.
Buy your
Yes.
insurance, especially when you're traveling. We all know, Andy knows,
Mhm.
insure your gear, right, Andy?
Yes, absolutely. And if you wish to insure your gear and you do it through us, if I say that correctly, you can get 10% off PhotoGuard insurance if you do it through Clifton Cameras. So check out the link in the description below.
Plug. Andy,
Yes.
take us out with the promotions.
So just one promotion for you guys this week.
Aw.
Just the one.
One lonely promotion.
The one. It was kind of in that lull of the season. Right, so Fujifilm are doing a £100 trade-in bonus when you part exchange any working interchangeable lens camera towards the XH1, X Pro 2 or the XT2. Now that includes body and kit variations. I feel like I have to say the bonus does not go straight onto your PX. It's something that you have to claim back after your purchase.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Be warned.
yeah, so just a prior warning, rather be transparent with this promotion rather than you guys send us an email being like, well, where's my £100 bonus? it's down to you to claim. Okay, but otherwise, yeah, it's a little bit quiet on the promotion front, but hopefully there will be more coming up very, very soon. Actually, whilst I'm on promotion, sorry, going back to the Canon Roadshow, if you were to come on the day, there will be exclusive offers for you. I should have mentioned that earlier.
Incentive.
Yeah, that's it on the promotion front.
That's the lot.
Wicked. So that was this week's episode. Hope you liked it.
Yeah.
Peace.
What an abrupt ending.
Yeah.
Bye.
I was like, just gonna...